This is intended to be a quick demonstration of StudyLab, particularly the new features. So as you can see, I am logged in as a staff, and then I have all my subject groups right here, Year 11A Mathematics, and all my subject groups here, classes that I teach. StudyLab is intended to be a place where you can publish activities like lessons and quizzes to students. So I have a couple of lessons here that have been published, and I can switch any of them off when I want to, and the students will not be able to access it again. All right. I could also see the students in my specific class group and then add new ones. And then I can see reports that have to do with the quizzes they have taken and the lesson practice that they have done. So that's my dashboard. On my quiz bank, I'm able to start by adding a new quiz, add questions, configure my quiz the way I want it, set the time it should start, set the time it should stop, set the duration of the quiz, the number of questions in the quiz, select a class that I want to publish it to, and then publish my quiz. Having published my quiz, I can come here and just refresh to see that my quiz is active. That's my quiz right there. It tells me the time it should start, when it ends, who published it. No student has done it yet, and then so we have no statistics. I want to see my quiz, so I could preview it, or I could edit it, or I could even export it and print it as a PDF, or I could archive it immediately. So if I previewed it, it shows me the quiz and how everything is going to be. So let me finish. All right. The question bank allows us to add questions to the bank from which we can publish quizzes. So you can add questions across all the subjects in NERDC. The lessons allow us to create new lessons from where we can now publish to a class. So to create a new lesson, I just hit new lesson. I give the lesson a title, give it a description, select the class that lesson really should be targeted to, and then the curriculum that it's for, either IGCSE or NERD or Olympiad. And then I can now start designing my lesson, so I can add different kinds of content, text content or video, or a question, or a quiz, or documents. So let's say that I wanted to add a quiz to my question. So I'll hit assessment. I click here to add my questions. Let's say it's in data representation, so all right, so I've filter data representation, and then I can select some questions, hit done, and click on finish. So I have a quiz right now. I can add text, new text. I could add video content or documents or what have you. When I'm done, I'll hit save and then select where I want to add it. So it's mathematics. It's in, let's say it was in statistics, so I'll look for the specific topic I want to add it to. So let's say it's fractal, and then under fractal I can now add it to the specific subtopics. So let's say quartiles, for instance. I could connect it to another lesson. So if I had created a lesson before now and I wanted to connect this one to it so that the students just go next, I could do that here. And then I could save it in 3 ways. I could save it as local, which means that it will only be accessible to people in my school, other teachers in my school. I could save it as a preview, which means that it's a draft for me and I can always come back and edit it, but no other person can use it. Or I can save it to public so that everybody, all teachers that use StudyLab, can see it and share it with their classes. So I'll save and exit. All right. So I come back, I see my lesson here. I want to publish it to my class. So I hit publish, and then I send it to Year 11A Mathematics, which on the teacher there, and then I submit. And it tells me it's been published successfully. So if I go back to my dashboard, I will see, and I refresh, I will see that I have lesson here. Now, having published this lesson here just means that the students, when they log in, they would see all of these lessons as things that they should do immediately, and they also see this quiz as something they should do immediately. All right, so in a nutshell, Study Lab gives you the opportunity to either use lessons that somebody else has published, which is really nice, and publish it to your class, or publish your own lessons and your quizzes. It also allows students to practice for WAEC, for JAMB, for NECO, and see how they fare. So this is a quiz. Okay, this is a quiz I just published. Nobody has done it yet, but I can see the different statistics and see the students, right? And the learning objective analysis. So there's a lot going on here. You can use it to analyze your classes very easily and help students where they have problems. If you want to add new classes and users, you could easily come here. Here we have two different naming conventions. One, if you're using, say, year 8, year 9, that kind of thing. Or if you're using JS1, JS2, you can switch to this instead. Alright, so I might decide that I wanted to create a new class in SS3. What I need to do is to select the class level, and then these groups will load, and then I add a new class group. The class group I'm going to add is called Go, so SS3 Go. So I'll just type Go here, and then I'll select all the subjects that are done in this class: math, physics, biology, chemistry, economics, and what have you. And when I submit it, it will take some time processing, and it will be successful. So I have SS3 Go now. If I return to my dashboard, I will see that there is SS3 Go. Math, physics, chemistry, biology, and what have you. So in essence, Study Lab gives you a very simple, wonderful way to manage your students to be highly successful in the Nigerian and foreign curriculums, and gives them a wonderful interactive lessons, the best you can find, and at the same time allows them to practice quizzes such that you can always track their performance and know exactly where the class is. Thank you.